Hello class, welcome back. So for this Animize UAG project, I was also thinking about some of you have been asking are we ever going to get back to Maya? Well, I understand not everyone has access to it, so optionally for super extra credit, if you choose to do this in Maya, I will totally reward you. I'd love to see it. This is another chance for you to kind of test your skills and learn stuff, even if you don't have it at home. Okay, so what am I going to teach you? A couple things. Here I provided a download to a file that you can open up in Maya. And it's just this character. Remember, you can hit 1 for a regular or 3 for a smooth preview. Now we're going to create clothes and paint on this character, and I'll show you a couple techniques how. First and foremost, it's very flat, okay? So you can hit Command D to duplicate. Just going to move this over, and let's create a shirt. So I'll grab all the faces, just about where the shirt might be. And let's go ahead and, in our modeling, go to Edit Mesh and extract it. I'll go back to my object mode, and here I'm going to snap this holding X to the center of the grid. You'll notice that it basically fits pretty well. Let's extrude it and change the local translate Z, and I'll hold Control to do that so I get a little bit more control. And that's looking pretty good. Go into object mode and smooth it out again. Okay, so now the shirt's kind of floating above the body, which is looking all right. I missed out on a couple things. I screwed up. Just be more careful than I did. The next thing I want to show you is pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and assign a new material. Let's just put a Lambert, I suppose. And I'm just going to hit the material attributes to show it. Let's grab and make this kind of like a red shirt. Okay, so already we've gotten some clothes for this guy. What else can we do? Well, let's get into the cool part of it. You don't have to do this yet, but if you open up the UV editor, we can see that things have been what I'm going to call, well, what is called an unwrapped UVs. So this is the entire character as if you laid it out flat. Like if you took an orange and then took the peel off and laid it out flat. It's kind of like when you see a globe that's been put out on an atlas instead, okay? This is going to allow us to paint. So check this out. Switch up the module to the rendering dropdown. You'll hit texturing and the 3D paint tool options. This, and I'm going to use my tablet to help me paint with this. This gives me some options such as here. Let's just go ahead and reset it. Color, for instance, I'll make this one yellow, like a pale yellow. The brush hardness, and all that stuff. Before I actually start painting, I do want to assign and edit textures, and let's make this a little bit larger, 10, 24. Okay, and make this not an IFF, but a JPEG. There we go. Assign and edit textures. So we're basically done. Holding B allows me to change the brush size, if you remember, and let's get closer on this so I can get access, and I can start painting. Let's just do, oops, kind of like a skull. Did I? Yeah. So you can paint and you can hit erase and change the brush size down if you want, but remember, it's not super high res on any of this because, yeah, you can change some of the settings if you'd like to. Okay, let's make him angry. And it's pretty interesting that you can paint directly on top of this. All right, you can do whatever else you want. Like if you want to create, let's say I'll make this larger again and paint one more time. I'll paint like a black diagonal stripe going around. Well, what it has done is, if we hit the Save Textures, we can see that it's being saved in a location. Just try to find that location. And it's usually in the Documents, Maya, Projects, Default, Source Images, 3D Paint Textures, the name of your file, and here it is. It's actually applied this to the textures. So if I hit this, I can see it. Now realize that this is just a image file. If you want to go in and edit this further in Photoshop, absolutely feel free to do so. That's usually how they do it. But yeah, so this is a technique to kind of paint and make textures. All right, have fun.